What is good, everybody? Man, it's your boy Jay in the building. We is back again with another video. Now, before we get this video started, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you guys share this video. Now, before we do anything with this video, man, I want to give a shout out to my mother. My mother's birthday is today, man. She is a big supporter of the channel. I absolutely love and adore her, man. She is turning 58 today. I want to say thank you so much, Mom. I love you and I appreciate you. She knows I'm a mama's boy. I'm a mama's boy. I already sent her gift down there. Hopefully it gets to North Carolina safely. So I'm gonna call you later. I'm going to call you later and bug you. All right? So, I want to say shout out to her, man. So, all right. So, let's get this thing started. Florida A&M versus Southern. I like this game. I like it a lot. I think this is going to be the best game this weekend in terms of the SWAC. But I'm a bit concerned for FAMU. Offensively, though. I think defensively, I think they're going to be extremely fine. I think they're going to do numbers. They haven't given up more than 10 points to anybody else outside of West Florida, or outside of South Florida, I'm sorry. And I think it's going to be more of the same, honestly. I think they're going to dominate defensively. Southern don't move the ball well enough for me. They don't score a lot of points, but they don't give up a lot of points either on defense. But we're going to get to that in just a moment. So, because I don't want to start there. I want to start with Jeremy Moussa. Jeremy. Now, I didn't see the game in real time. Or I'm talking about FAMU in Valley State. I did not see that game in real time. I was actually watching the Grambling State and Fairview game. Right? So, I'm strolling through Twitter, scrolling through the X app, whatever you call it, and the FAMU fan base is absolutely destroying Jimmy Moussa. Destroying him. It got to a point where a lot of them are saying, I've seen enough. We need somebody else in there. While FAMU was winning. So I'm like, damn, he must be playing bad. And I saw that the score, like, I think that at the time that I saw, it was like 17-7. Like by the time I seen what everybody else was saying about him, it was 17-7. So I said, damn. So I didn't go back and watch that game until early Sunday morning. And it got to a point, dog, it got so bad. It got to a point where Coach Willie had to put out a statement on Twitter showing his support for Jeremy. I said, yo, he had to have played super bad for Coach Willie to have to put out a statement even after a win. FAMU, check this out. FAMU is 4-1. First place in the East, and the fan base is still turning on Moussa. So I had to go back. And watch the game. So I went back and looked at the game, and oh my goodness, oh my God. I see what everybody was talking about, because oh my goodness, he looked awful. He was awful. And as a matter of fact, he's been inconsistent all year so far. For a guy who was named, SWAC preseason offensive player of the year, he don't look like it. And if we're going to be honest, if anybody has been paying attention to Jeremy since he's been in a FAMU uniform, since he's been a starter, mind you, he's 13-3 as a starter. The two games that he lost to was against FBS opponents. And I could make a case that one of the games that he lost to, it might have been the best game he's played since he's put on the uniform, because he had some inconsistent play at quarterback for the past year and a half. If you go back and watch him versus South Carolina State, you go back and watch him versus Albany State at home, you go back and watch him versus Southern last year, and there's some more games if I really put my mind to it. And then we get to this year. Jackson State, where he left, he had at least 3 or 4 touchdowns that he left on the field, but just the wide open throws that he's missing, it was bad, right? South Florida, with the interceptions as they are driving to score. The momentum killers. Me saying, and I'm consistent with this, if Jeremy Moussa don't throw those interceptions, they beat South Florida. They beat them. How slow they started versus West Florida. They didn't get going until the second half of that game. Alabama State was probably his most complete game so far this year. And then last Saturday against Valley State, I don't know what the hell that was, but that was not good at all. He didn't really do a good job at quarterback until the fourth quarter. So he's gonna have to play much, much better, much improved if FAMU is going to win this game. Because I'm going to be honest with you, FAMU should be scoring no less than 35 points a game with the offense that they got. Jeremy Moussa shouldn't have to do much at all in this offense with the weapons that he has, man. Sharee, Marcus Riley, Nicholas Dixon, Kamari Young, like Jeremy Prudy, like Trevante Davis, like you have your receiving core is absolutely loaded. And hold on. Why does David Mendigo only have 3 receptions so far this year? That is a travesty. How does he only have 3 receptions all year? That's bad. He needs to get more touches. I don't understand that. But yeah, FAMU has way too many weapons on offense for them not to score no less than 35 points a game. That shouldn't happen. They should be blowing teams out offensively. But the way Jeremy Moussa has been throwing the ball, it just hasn't been consistent enough. And it kind of puts in the back of your head, you know, the reason why people are starting to turn on him. So, Jeremy Moussa, man, you are going to have to play better than what you've been playing, man. And I know you can. You know? I think listen, this is going to have to be the game to do it because, listen, Southern's defensively, they're pretty solid. Jalen Campbell, Caleb Givens. Listen, Caleb Givens just won Defensive Player of the Week last week. So, listen, Southern is going to be ready. And listen, if I'm Southern, right? If I'm Southern, the first 3 plays, I'm sending the house. I'm sending the dogs the first 3 plays to make a statement. I'm sending them. I'm telling my secondary, hey, yo, secondary, I need you to hold it down for these first 3 plays. I need these first 3 plays because I'm sending the house on him. I'm going to, listen, you want to make a quarterback like that who's inconsistent and can't run? I want to make him uncomfortable in the pocket. Make him move around. Make him uncomfortable to where he'll be seeing ghosts. throughout the duration of the game because you don't know when that pressure gonna come. But if I'm Southern, I'm keeping a lot of blitzes in my back pocket for this game. I'm gonna use some safety blitzes. I'm going to send the house a lot of the times in this game to make Moussa uncomfortable. I'll try it out. I'll see what happens. Listen, because last year, if you see what Jackson State did to FAMU last year, they played nothing but man coverage and said, I'm better than you, and we're blitzing. And you see how Jerry Moussa played. So if I'm Southern, I'm just taking that same formula, and I'm going to see what happens here. Now, and listen, you're going to have to make him beat you. Because the way he's been playing, there is a chance that he can potentially throw FAMU out this game. And you don't want that to happen. You do have a real good running back, a backfield that you should be using more. Jacquees Yant should be used just a little bit more. Calvin Den should be used a little bit more. But for the most part, man, Jeremy Moussa is going to have to play well in this game. Now, Southern offensively, Harold Blood, he's been okay. I think he thrown for 700 yards so far, 5 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, mediocre. You know, Gary Qualls and Kendrick Grimes, those are probably been their best players offensively, those two running backs. Matter of fact, Kendrick Grimes, the backup running back, is the leading receiver. The backup running back. Jalen Howell, Southern, y'all got to find a way to get Jalen Howell the ball more. Him only having 8 catches in the first 4 games, no. Cassius Allen needs more touches. Those are your best 2 receivers so far. You have to find ways to get those 2 guys the ball. But you're going up against FAMU defense. So I don't know. But I do have FAMU winning this game. But I ain't confident about it. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not confident about it. But I do hope Jeremy Moussa shows up in this game so you can just show the fan base that you are that dude. Listen, your preseason SWAC Offensive Player of the Year, man. Because as of right now, you're not really showing that. And you're going to have to show that in this game right here. You have to prove that. But I do have FAMU winning this game. Hopefully he shows up for it.